Okay, good evening. Welcome to
FamilyMath1110a.
FamilyMath1110a. We are taking a look, again, this is the second time we've gone through it, at Christopher Wolfram's really terrific virus modeling example in Mathematica. And so what did you think about this?
It was pretty neat to see all the different ways you can show the data visually and what factors can influence the data.
All right, so I asked you to pick three things, so I'm just going to close the door to the office here. And we're going to talk about those three things. What's the first one?
So this first one is, it's a graph of how a virus spreads based on the mean interactions between people.
Okay.
So here we're using a type of distribution, a 3D distribution called a Watts-Strogatz distribution to simulate a group of people, like 1,000 people.
Yeah, so let's be careful about the word distribution and graph. So you have the people set up on a network or a graph.
And each person is connected with some number of other people.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so this number is the number of interactions on average each person has with another person.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think... Yeah, so I think the blue line is infected. I think the orange is susceptible, and I think the green is recovered.
Okay, so in this one, when there's not a lot of interactions, the virus doesn't spread, right? 0.05, so not too many interactions. Okay.
Yeah, so it's interesting here is as we bring it forward, you don't really see much change, although you see like a little bit now here. But then all of a sudden, like we go from 0.22 to 0.24, you just hit this sort of critical point where all of a sudden many more people get infected.
Yeah, so you have this real surprise based on the number of interactions, where it's almost the case, it's oversimplifying a little bit, but it's almost the case that below some threshold of interactions, nothing happens. The pandemic doesn't spread, or the virus doesn't spread. And above that critical point, it spreads to everybody.
Yeah, and then as we move up a little more, you can see by 0.3, basically everyone has been infected and recovered.
Yeah, this is really incredible. And then,
yeah, so as we go on, it just alters the shape of the infected curve.
What is the blue part?
I think that's currently infected.
Currently infected, okay.
So as the mean interactions go up, your infected hits a peak earlier and just goes up much steeper. All the way at 1, where you go up very quickly and descend quickly.
Cool. Yeah. So why did this particular thing catch your attention?
Well, this kind of threshold is kind of not something that you would expect to see. You'd sort of expect it to go up in just like a, I don't know, unpredictable way. But once you hit this threshold, you go from no one getting the virus to pretty much everyone getting the virus. But what's interesting is that the infected, like the shape of this doesn't change until later. Like when here at like 0.24, when mostly everyone has it, you still have this just not even a peak down here. And then only like here you can see that it's starting to get a distinct peak, and then it gets steeper and steeper as you go up.
Yeah. Oh, that's really, that's great. Yeah, and this was a very nice demonstration. Do you remember? I don't even know if you would have paid attention to it in this thing. Do you remember what this type of model is called?
I'm not. I think it's an SIR model.
Yeah.
I think.
So this is an SIR model.
Susceptible, infected, recovered, I think.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Let's go to the next thing.
All right.